Hey there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me when we will be continuing the little historic village that we're building. I know it's not really historic, but hey, I just feel like it is. There we are with our little cow sheds. Let's see, do we have some slaughtering to do? Not yet, not yet. I get a lot of questions why I don't use the managers. Well, that's easy because we only have 4 cow sheds, so it's easy for me to manage this myself right now. We don't have a need for a manager to do this. And all the manager does is manage the amount of bulls you have, but it doesn't always do that, right? And, of course, for buildings like the salt works, when you have oxen in, once an oxen dies, it can replace it. But that basically means that it will only do a very few amount of jobs during a year. Sometimes, some years it might not even do anything. And it will still take up 4 positions, so 4 jobs will be fulfilled full-time by somebody. I don't want that. I don't want the people to have a job where they don't do anything all year round. And also only do stuff that I can do myself. Of course, when your town grows, when you get like 16 cow sheds, it can be a whole different story. And it might be a lot harder to actually maintain all of this. And at that point, I will totally get managers. But for now, they do only a little tiny bit of work. And it's just not worth making sure that we have those. And yeah, that's why I don't really use the managers at this point. It's they can be handy, but in bigger towns when you really want to automate stuff and you don't want to look at it anymore, I do want to look at it, so I don't really automate it too. Can we get 2 extra men in here? So last time we have been setting up parts of the hop yards, which is very good. I like that. We've completely set this up already, so let's do apply to all. So now both will start to work in March and end work in September. They will give us the hops that we need. I think this is supposed to be the warehouse where we'll put everything in. We don't need to rush this though, because before next year, September or August or something, we won't get any hops anyway. And the brewery is still quite a bit away from getting, because we only have 3,000 bricks and not almost 7,000 bricks. So it will take some time, but having this set up is very nice, of course. Another brickworks could also help out in that. And of course we need more housing. Now, the housing that we're building right now, as I've run the game at speed 3 at the moment to get things on pace a little bit, we will now be continuing this little area. Then these houses will get built. 3 garden houses. House number 4 will be on this side. This is basically where I want to extend the town for a bit now, because we have a farm here. We have the sawmill here and some other jobs, and we don't have enough people for this area. We can now see that these are now filled up with men, but especially this farm has a lot of trouble hiring people. So I basically want to continue trying to make this work. But the issue with that is, of course, that the build queue gets even longer. But I think we can pretty quickly build some stuff as well. So might as well just give this a go. And add some houses here. See how far we can get, and if we can get it aligned a bit nice. That's why I'm doing this at the moment, just to make sure that we get these houses in. I think if we do it like this and then put one bigger one in here, we should be fine. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a perfect fit, I think. Look at that. There will be at least 5 extra houses. Small garden, not too much. It's yeah, I think it's an interesting garden because they can get some stuff on their own, but not too much. So it will probably do us some good, but I mean, it's not like they will feed themselves with these little gardens. So it's just that little bit extra so that we save a little bit of food. And then at some point, we might also just build houses without gardens here. But these are a little bit more the outskirts of town. It's more like this is the town center. Here we have the original town. And then here we just get houses with small gardens and stuff, because this is the people that don't want to live in the busy parts of the town. And I know I get a lot of comments about the names I use. I sometimes call it a village. I sometimes call it a town. Of course, I'm not brought up with using the proper English words for that. I was brought up by the Dutch word, which is basically, we call a very small town een dorp. And that ranges from 2 inhabitants to probably something like 20,000 or something, or 12,000 or whatever. And from then on, we will call it a stad. And a stad is basically everything from that 20,000 to 600,000 people. So we only have 2 words for it. And I just use the words village or city or whatever. Because this is an urban area, and to me it's like a village or a city. So yes, I don't mean any wrongdoing in it, or I'm not using the wrong words on purpose. It's just that we are not brought up with all these different names for small towns and stuff. I know in English you have like the hamlet, and you have the village, and you have the city, and you have... we don't have those words in the Netherlands, so that's why I'm not using those, so I'm not used to it. So please don't get too mad about it. Trying to do my best. Oh wow, they built this and then somebody got stuck. That's where the white line comes from. It's fine though. We can deal with it. Let's start setting up the hops in here. I don't think hops are the only thing we need, but let's just get started with it. We'll set it up for 5,000. I don't think we have to put anybody in here yet because we don't even have hops. But as soon as we do, we'll set somebody up in here. I think these will also have some issues with hiring, although there is a lot of people here that might need a job. So this could be what makes sure that these will work in the end. I do believe we've lost quite a bit of harvest on this farm though, because yeah, see, there's still stuff laying around. They still don't have the people to actually pick it up. So that might be a problem at some point, so that well, at least one that we need to address. How much nails do we have? 800. We have plenty of stones, of course, because we make stones ourselves. Everything else is good. And we should have good... Yeah, we have good iron too. Nice. So, yeah, it's a bit of... a terminology thing that I'm just not used to. I haven't been brought up with the proper English terms for the size of the town. So I'm really sorry about it, but it is what it is. Alright, we're drying fish, and every batch needs to be maintained. So at some point it could actually be interesting to have 4 men in here. Because then when one is home, the batches will still be maintained. A new family settling in town. Very good. Welcome, welcome. Hope you have a great time in here. These are stocked up, so that's good. They can buy their goods. Granary is here, also stocked up. Very good. Just a bit curious about all of the dried fruits that we have, because we have so many. Can we actually get them spread around town good enough? Or we might just need an extra granary for it. Now there's still some space in here, although they're already bringing in some extras. But at least that's one where there's some space. There's a little bit of space in here too, but also not too much. So we'll have to see how we can deal with that. I guess once we expand big enough here, we're going to build a new marketplace with a new granary, which will help us store more of that stuff. 2 gazebos ready. Very nice. So that means that people can now sit there and have a relaxing time. That's helpful. That's good. Buckwheat, potato, dried fruit. I don't think we're selling clothes or anything here yet, so might as well just get working on that. Let's see if we can get these a little bit matched up in terms of how straight they look. There we go. Clothing. Warm clothing. Shoes. And I don't know, maybe sell some salt? I think we can sell some salt. Bandit. So yeah, let's do it like this. They'll get the clothes in, and then they can start to sell these here too. These people are eventually going to need some clothing too, so might not be too bad. I don't think we have a Barber Surgeon yet. See, fine, we don't have one yet. So that might be one to plan too, because with the Barber Surgeon, people can get some health care. The only thing is, where are we going to place it? Should it go in this area, but then all of these people might not be able to use it? Or should we build it a little bit more close to areas like this? Maybe, I don't know. We can even put it out here, maybe. No, that's not a good spot. I think it should go pretty close to the city center. Maybe even next to the tavern, why not? I think this could be a good spot for it. I think this will suit the people in the middle of the village, which is where we want it, in the city center. All of these people can then at least use it. Some that live further out, yeah, they have to travel a bit further, but I guess that makes sense in a village, so nothing too bad. They are trying to build the brewery now, and now I'm getting curious about the bricks. We still have 4,600 in store, and we need 4,700. So we are very, very close of getting that amount, and we might actually just finish a batch before they finish with this, so that we can actually build it. But all the bricks are needed for this point, because this is where the last bricks will be put in. So that might be a thing. But we'll see. I'm curious to see if they can actually finish this. And then we have the brewery up. We can start to make our own drinks. Of course, we already have the granary here set up. This one, to store all that. That's 3,000 beer. So, ooh, that needs an extra 0 to actually make sense. Let's see, look at that. Wow. They can hire a lot of people. That's good. Probably tell these to do some laborers by hand too for a little bit. Just for a little bit, but just to fill up with the dried fruits. See, now we get 680 dried fruits in. That will be completely stocked up. That's exactly what I want to see. Because that means that all this stuff gets taken out of the orchard, so that's good. 1,500, 1,300, we have 2,000. Yeah, we have all the bricks. We have all the bricks. I'm still thinking about where to start building the big apartment buildings, the brick houses. If you have any ideas on that, please let me know. And describe where you want them. Like, well, do you want them close to the city center? Do you want me to basically build a whole new area with it? We could do something out of that, like here, or maybe we can even try it somewhere here. Although there is the polluting industries here, so that might not be the best spot. We can go for this area. We can. So there's a lot of places where we could actually start with some apartment buildings. We could also just do like a little bit of a street, so that we rotate them around here a little bit, see if we can do a street of higher houses around the city center. I don't know, maybe that could look fun. It's just ideas. If you have thoughts on it, please let me know, because I don't have all the knowledge, and I would love to hear some good ideas on it in export stock. We have plenty in export stock, but apparently we also don't have that high numbers. I mean, we don't have anything in storage here. We're set to have 3,000 in the export stock, and we don't even have that. So, might be that we have to lay off a little bit on the salt export for a while to get things sorted. One of the things I would like to do now is to no longer hire everybody in here. That might be better. And do the same here, see? Because right now, we need all those hands in the fields. It's sowing time. Now we can see that this farm does not have any issues hiring, meaning that there's a lot of people here that don't really have the proper job. We can also see that our hop yards are now being sown in. So they're really busy getting all the sowing done. Excellent. We're just going to leave these people in and take care of all the stuff. So we're not going to take them out in the meantime while the hops grow. I think it takes 4 months for the hops to be ready for harvesting. We'll just leave them in. It's fine. Ooh, yep, they're going to work on the rest of the brewery without bricks. That's nice. But yeah, this farm does not have any issues hiring. And this farm, look at that, only one. So yeah, they're still busy showing the first field. That's the big difference. So we need to work on more people in this area for this farm to function properly. Messenger from Penny18. Well, we can sell some apples there. Deal. We can sell some lime there. Deal. Oh, that's good. We have... I thought we just bought meat there. Oh, the ship is still on its way. That's the thing. Do we have a... We still have a functional tavern, though. Apparently, they still have some booze in there, but we don't have any booze. Oh, yeah, we have Horilka stored. Oh, good. But there should be 2,000 meat incoming now, or not. I'm not sure. Sometimes ships get stuck and things like that, so you can never be 100% sure. But yeah, there's 2,000 meat coming in. That's good. That will save the day for now. So we head over to... Ooh, look at this. Brewery's doing nicely. I believe the brewery needs water, though. Beers produced in batches, choose the amount. See, boiled water. So I think... I wonder if it needs drinking water, or can it be normal water? Yeah, note that this production requires drinking water. So supply from a platform is not possible. So, oh yeah, we already planned those wells. Ah, well, we should build them after this so that they can start to produce as soon as we get some harvesting. And since we run the pretty good speed, harvest is not too far away. Yes, we have the brewery. Alright, they should use charcoal since we have that close. Yeah, good. That is set. And now they should build these 2 wells. And get us all ready and watered up. I might actually put 2 people in there already, so that they can start to stock up on some of the goods for the batch. But I don't think they will until you have everything present. So for now, oh yeah, there they go. Oh good. Charcoal, barley. Well, this farm should get us barley this year. I don't think we get too much barley out of it though, so... And why is this not properly aligned? This should be fallow, and this should be wheat then, I guess. Okay. Yeah, all the rest is properly aligned, so this is better. We're going to see how much barley we get out of it, otherwise we'll change the wheat for the barley. So yeah, that might be a good one to keep in mind. Ooh. 500 charcoal, 500 barley, 500 hops, and 500 drinking water. And that should turn this into 500 beer, I think? Not 100% sure. We'll find out. At least it's running. We get a messenger from Merefa where we can sell a little bit more lime. We're not going to sell any salt. We can sell them some iron though. Let's do that. See, we have only 1582 in the export stock. Might actually lower the export stock to hold like 2000 then. That might be better so we don't overdo it and we can store some extra. Of course, the fisheries and stuff are also now using a lot of salt, which is probably why we start to run out every now. Why don't you have food? You just move in there, or potatoes, buckwheat? Yeah, there's food. Ooh, flour, cheese, dried fish, and beef. Do we have any other types of food here? We'll probably just set this one up. Yeah, we are selling the clothing here. Also for buckwheat and dried fruits and potatoes. So that we will really sell any excess stuff. Though there's 2 places where they can buy it, so they will never run out of that. Alright. As I thought, the building queue will go relatively quickly, so even though we put up these extra buildings, it's not that bad. The building queue is actually very good to show right now, so I like that. We need another family there. This house can be built. And it's now May. March, April, May, June. So probably in July we'll get the first hops out. This is all stocked up. Would be nice if they could already get the stuff for the next batch, but I guess that's not really accurate. I'm just thinking about, should we change all of this out at some point for barley? I think we should. Because we're not going to produce enough barley for this good production. I'm sure about it. We're not going to get it if we don't get at least 2 of those fields to produce barley. I think things go a little bit quicker than we thought because I wasn't anticipating it to go that fast. See, these are still sowing. It's already May. So I wasn't thinking we would get the barley out so quickly. And then already have the brewery and stuff up. I thought we would have that later. Alright. This one is built up on stuff. Bark, wood. Just need some extra logs. Another messenger from Penny18. Well, let's sell some extra apples since we still have those. Come on. Yeah, I did it. Lime. Yeah, fine. Sell some lime. We need more mead. I think we do. Because we won't be producing a lot of beer. And it will definitely not be ready to supply the whole town all the time. So, we need to get some extras every now and then. But as soon as we do get some beer... And by the way, take a look at the hops. Look how cool this is. They actually planted them and they're now growing up these sticks. And then you really get to see that this is now a green hop field. It's so cool. I like all the graphics in the game. They actually managed to do that very well. Same with these fields, of course. We can actually see now that they're sunflowers and they look cool, so it's interesting. New family settling in town. Ooh, that's a nice family. Welcome, welcome. Alright, this area is done. We are now building the extra house here. Then they go again to the brickworks. I don't think we need that yet. We already have 4,000 bricks, and it needs a lot of hands that we don't really have, and I think it's more important to have these hands. I do like to get the extra storages up here and the extra carts, so that we can work with that. But yeah, I don't think we definitely need the extra brickworks yet. We'll need it at some point, of course. I mean, if we really want to build row houses, then we're going to need it. But I'll leave that to all of you. Tell me where the brick houses should go. Let's see. I'm a big fan of birch trees, so let's make a little lane of birch trees here. I'm actually going to try and make an actual lane, doing it like this. Not sure if this will look nice, but we can try. Construction completed. There's a warehouse done. Should probably soon set that up for bricks too, so that it can also hold bricks. It's a bit tricky to do it this way, because of course there needs to be enough room between the trees. They need to follow the shape of the town. Let's slow stuff down a little bit too, because otherwise we miss too much. I don't want to do that. It's interesting that every time we place a tree, it's now actually for a second added to the build queue and then removed again. That's funny. So, it's actually kind of considered a building. Right. We'll let them plant this first, and once that's ready, we can take a little bit of a look, see how it looks, how the trees all stand, and if we like it, and if we do, we can do the other side too. I think this will be cool though. And I think especially this area should be having a lot of green, because otherwise it's just a bit boring. And now with all the trees, look at these big trees. Now I like this really a lot, because the trees are matured, they're big now. It's really cool. So yeah, let's try and keep that up. As we can now set slots automatically. No, I just wanted to copy it. That's fine. We'll do another 10,000 bricks, so that at least we can store all the bricks that we have. Let's put in... Come on. Only a lady. Yes, let's hire a lady. Where did I do the only lady thing now then? I did it somewhere and I don't remember where. Oh, here. I think this one. I did the wrong one. Yeah, they should be able to hire men. Let's get the carts, and then this one is now set up for... No, only ladies. Hire a lady. Yes, please. And they can now fill this up. Good. Alright. 2,800 bricks, but they're already taking bricks. I'll be for this one, but okay. Broken a leg. Aww. Alright, the new car parking gets built. It's just waiting now for some of these buildings to be ready. There we go. Should be a new family living here. Yes, this will be a new family, hopefully. Or married people. But even if people get married in this area, they can then start to work in this area. So that will be beneficial in the end. I do like the fact that we have quite a bit of green and stuff going on in town. As you know, normally I'm more of a keep the city clean guy, especially in games like Foundation and stuff. But of course, when we manually place the trees, I don't mind them, because then I've usually already finished up an area, and then we're just including trees in it where I really want them. And I think this looks nice. Right, it's July. Still growth. March, April, May, June, July. It takes 4 months, but I guess it only starts when the last seedling is being put in. So, might be till the end of the month. Or even when August starts, before they start to harvest. So the question is if August and September is enough to do it. I'm actually going to tell them to get out of there in May and June and apply to all. So we have 2 months without them in there, because they don't need to be in there, I think. See? And then we will always have them there for the harvest, but that at least saves 8 ladies for a couple of times. So for 2 months that they can do little other jobs. How's this running? Well, they have the salt they need, so that is good. No fishing nets. See, that's part of the problem. They're doing all the dry fishing, and now we don't have the fishing nets. Question is, do we have the threads? No. I thought we had one dedicated to just making threads. Not enough threads to start production. Not enough hemp or flax to start production. This is making textiles. Where's the other weaver? They're there. No hemp or flax for threads. So we might need to buy some. And, of course, increase production. Now, I do believe we're getting... Yeah, we're going to get quite a bit of hemp out of that one. So that's good. Ooh, let's only sell 500 since we don't have that much to spare. Yes, we can spare charcoal. Let's not do any clothing at the moment. We have iron, we have everything we need. And these don't have any hemp, so we can't get that. Still growth. Come on. Get to the harvest. Alright, let's speed up a bit again. Ooh, building this house. They're delivering the resources to this one now. Everything is already picked up. So as soon as this house is done, they can start with that one. I like that. I like that a lot. And we can already see a road forming. I also like that. Although, yeah, see, they can also go straight here, which is good. And then we might just start to plan a few more houses here again. Might just make them a bit smooth here, and we don't have to leave a too big town, I think. All right. And with a too big town, a too big street, I mean, of course. I should probably just hold shift. That's better. Okay, shift. There we go. 4 houses in a row. I like it. This looks good. These do need some water, though. I mean, I don't think they have a well very close. So let's give them 2. Move this one up so that they actually get water here. There's no water here. There's no water here, so they have to go all the way there for some water. So yeah, adding the wells will be good for this little part of town. Alright, they're picking up all the stuff. They just need to pick up the nails and we can build this little stone well, which is great. These need food. Ah, they just moved in. So, yes, they're going to pick up some stuff. But it's going to take time for them to get it. See, now they have everything. So sometimes problems are really temporary. These, I don't know, they're almost out of stuff. Are we not selling enough here? We do have a market here, yeah. Clothing, we have food. We have food. Why do we have 2 firewood here if we can also do potatoes? Let's switch one over to potatoes. That might be better. Jeez, yeah, we have plenty of food and stuff. So sometimes don't get too worried if you see one of these. It could just be a temporary issue where they ran out. See, they're going to get buckwheat. They're going to get drinking water. They just need to buy the stuff. They're also with quite a few, so they do eat quite a lot. And sometimes a lot just ran out for a little bit, and then a few seconds later they can still get it. So don't get into too much of an issue when you see stuff like this. See, they can just get 10 dried fruit. But they bring in small amounts, and then as soon as they come home, most of it's gone already. This looks better now. That's fixed. This one should get some firewood. Do we have firewood in here? Yeah, 200, but it's also all reserved. So firewood does pose an issue. And since we don't have flour, might as well put firewood in here then. I thought I built... Yeah, see, we build a storage there for firewood. But yeah, these are a lot of houses, and I think the marketplaces simply can't keep up, so we might have to add some marketplaces. But now, look at this, they harvested. Haha, nice, we missed it. Well, you have all the hops in there now. 5,000 can go in here. Can they hire a few people by hand? No, they should not do that since they're busy with the fields now. Labor by hand, yeah. Alright, she's picking up some. That's good. Wow, they did the harvest quickly. But it's nice. We now have the hops, and now these can bring in hops. Oh, they already did. They can bring in the barley, just 50 more. And we can start to brew our first batch of beer. Now, I think that will take a long time. But, oh, that'll be interesting. All the food issues are gone here, but I'm not really feeling comfortable about it. So we might just build 1 or 2 extra markets selling some food. Question is how to put those in without making the town look wonky then. Maybe we can put just an extra one for food right here. I think this can work out. Because now it doesn't really stand in, so if you don't know it's there, it doesn't really draw much attention. Now let's get the foods in that we have plenty of, which is buckwheat, dried fruits, and potatoes. We could even just sell some apples, maybe. No, please hire a lady. Let's tell them that they can get stuff by different items. Potato, buckwheat, dried fruit. Even we can also get some dried fish. Dried fish, that's better. That's better. Need to sell that too. There it is. Oh, they're getting apples now. Alright, oh, this gets stocked up pretty quickly. You can also see that people come in to buy stuff immediately, which is great. But this can just help out solve the food issue. I don't want to place one here because I don't think that looks nice. But we might need an extra one for firewood, but we can leave it as it is for now and then see what happens. Same out here. We can see that this family is out of stuff. Could just be a supply problem, but I see enough stuff. So the problem here is most likely that they're all working and that they didn't have the time to buy stuff. Now one got home, or maybe even 2 to buy stuff, and all problems are gone. So don't get too stressed out when you see a little issue. It might not be an actual big issue. It might actually just be a little issue that you can pretty easily solve. As we now see that everything is collected for the Barber Surgeon. So we're hopefully getting our first Barber Surgeon. A messenger from Balaklia. Let's sell some stuff. We cannot get... Yeah, our iron amounts is running up. That's good. We cannot get any threats or whatever there, or hemp. So it should be fine. We do have... Ooh, look at that. We have a lot of hemp there now. That should fix issues for these. See, they can now make threads again. And with the threads, they can make fishing nets, as we can see. These two have fishing nets. They actually have 3 to spare. These are getting the threads now. They're still okay on the fishing nets, so they might get some extra fish nets soon. We're making the first batch of beer. It's fermenting. They just need to get a few more hops, and the second batch will start to run too. And then we get up to the third batch. Let's put 2 extra hands in there. Why not? Might just help. And another thing that might help is getting them some carts, because you can see the guy got a cart. Why not store the barley in here, by the way? I'm going to put 2 ladies in. But yeah, if these have some carts to work with, they can do stuff much faster. And I'm thinking about doing a 4-way cart parking and making it dedicated to the brewery. I don't know if I should actually dedicate it, but I think a 4-piece cart parking can be really nice. Oh, they're getting the barley in, they're getting the hops in. Excellent. Second batch is fermenting. First batch is done fermenting. I guess they should now do something with it and make it right or whatever. I don't know. New family is settling in town. The Barber Surgeon is ready. Did we set up any taxes for the Barber Surgeon? Yes, 5. Okay. Now, this is probably a pretty wealthy guy. And they're going to make a ton of money. So we can always tweak the taxes of those. Because they can make some hefty money that we can take from them. And as you know, I'm a taxer. So yeah, I like to tax some money. Thing is, you have to use the tax money correctly, and I think we're doing that with the town, so then taxes is not a bad thing. We have our first batch of beer. Yay! That is so cool. Alright, so we actually got 500 beer. We still have a lot of hops. We still have good amounts of okay amounts of barley. Not too much, but okay amounts of barley. We can change this one out to barley now too. So this was only the one field with barley. That's why we have way less barley than we have hops. Next year we'll get even more barley. And that will help the brewery to work. But I think we should be able to do... We have 300 in here. Yeah, we should be able to do at least 3 batches of beer, which means 1,500 beer. That should save us money on getting... buying beer from other places. So yeah, this I like it. We're building the extra brickworks. This one doesn't even have all the workers in it, so... You know what? Let's put them in. Or not. Also just do apply to all from that one. Oh, they're forming the bricks here. Alright, let's slow down a bit. Let's do apply to all and apply to all. So now this one can work too. Let's do the maximum number of batches. Let's see if we can get bricks in here. Or when we start to build the row houses. And as you know, it's up to you. Let me know where you want me to build the row houses. Fetch me your ideas and I will see what I can do with it. Alrighty. Houses are ready. No food issues whatsoever. We don't have any issues in town. There's none popping up. Oh, there was one, but now it's gone again. Very good. Let me check the cow sheds for the last time. See. We can slaughter some cows, get some extra leather, or some oxen to get some extra leather. 1 year old, 1 year old, 1 year old. So yeah, we have a lot of old oxen. A lot of them grew up, which is fine. I don't mind. Yes, slaughter, slaughter. Slaughter, slaughter. Wow. That's because we ran the game so fast. Now, of course, this is where a manager normally comes in. So the manager can then slaughter the oxen. But as you know, I don't mind doing this manually with only the few cow sheds I have. This is pretty easily done. And you don't need a manager to actually slaughter the overproduction in your system. So... If you produce, if as soon as you get cow number 21, the oldest one will get slaughtered. So you don't need a manager for that. So slaughtering will happen even if you don't have a manager. It's just that the oldest one will then go. I do think... Ooh, wow, look at how many cow hides and stuff. Should probably start working in this one too. And start getting this one ready also for leather then. That way, we can, because we have 500 cowhides in here, there's still 1100 cowhides waiting in there. So yeah, we can do a few batches, and a batch takes very long, so it won't hurt to set it up that way. We got a cart parking ready. Let's get the carts in, and now things just need to settle in a bit. So I think quite a few people are now working on this far. Ooh, it's actually done. Look at that. We finally managed to get it done with the harvest in time. That's new. Also got us some hemp. So hemp-wise, I think we should be good. Yes, 2,300 hemp in there now. We can get a lot of threads. Which should lead... See, 90 threads. That's good. That's good. Set to 100. And then they can also make some fishing nets as soon as all the fish is processed. I think I'm going to keep this as 5 workers now, all year round, so that they can quickly produce all the batches and also make the nets. That's probably the best. More houses will be added here, though. The new row and the well. And then after that, it might be time for the first row house somewhere. Alright, I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.